The Balahays, Ayrshire, Scotland, May 2012. I have told Eileen to get rid of all the mirrors. I used to like them, but I certainly don't now. Mirrors are too honest. There is only so much truth a woman can take. Are you sure, Mrs. McCreedy? Her voice implies she knows my mind better than I do. She always does that. It is one of her innumerable annoying habits. Of course I'm sure. She clicks her tongue and tilts her head to one side so that her corkscrew curls brush against her shoulder. It's quite a manoeuvre when you consider the extraordinary width of her neck. Even the lovely one with the gilt edge, the one over the mantelpiece? Yes, even that one, I explain patiently. And all the bathroom mirrors, too? Especially those. The bathroom is the last place I want to look at myself. Whatever you say. This in a tone bordering on impertinence. Eileen comes every day. Her main role is cleaning, but her domestic skills leave much to be desired. She seems to be labouring under the impression that I don't see dirt. Eileen has a limited collection of facial expressions. Cheerful, nosy, busy, nonplussed, and vacant. Now she puts on her busy face. She bumbles around, emitting a semi-musical noise like a bored bee, collecting the mirrors one at a time and stacking them in the hall. She is unable to close the doors behind her because her hands are full, so I follow in her wake, shutting them carefully. If there's one thing that I can't abide in life, it's a door left open. I stroll into the larger of the two sitting rooms. There is now an unsightly dark rectangle on the wallpaper above the mantelpiece. I'll have to fill the space with something else. A nice oil painting with plenty of verdure, I think. Maybe a Constable print. That would set off the Lincoln green of the velvet curtains. I should like a calming pastoral scene with hills and a lake. A swathe of landscape empty of human beings would be best. There we are then, Mrs. McCreedy. I think that's all of them. At least Eileen refrains from using my Christian name. Most young people these days seem to have abandoned Mr., Mrs. and Miss, which, if you ask me, is a sad reflection on modern society. I addressed Eileen as Mrs. Thompson for the first 6 months she worked for me. I only stopped doing it because she begged me. Please call me Eileen, Mrs. McCreedy. I would be so much happier if you would. Well, please continue to call me Mrs. McCreedy, Eileen, I replied. I would be so much happier if you would. I like the house much better now that it's lost the appalling spectres of Veronica McCreedy taunting me from every corner. Eileen puts her hands on her hips. Well, I'll be putting this lot away then. I'll bung them in the back room, shall I? There is still some space in there. The back room is excessively dark and a little on the cold side, not really usable as a living space. The spiders think it belongs to them. Eileen, in her great wisdom, uses it as a depository for any item I desire to be rid of. She is a firm believer in hoarding everything just in case. She heaves the mirrors across the kitchen. I resist the urge to close the doors as she goes back and forth, knowing this will only make life more difficult for her. I console myself with the thought that they'll all be shut again soon. She is back 5 minutes later. I hope you don't mind me asking, Mrs. McCreedy, but I had to move this out of the way to fit the mirrors in. Do you know what it is? What's in it? Do you want it? I can always ask Doug to take it to the rubbish tip next time he goes. She dumps the old wooden box on the kitchen table and goggles at the rusty padlock. I choose to ignore her questions and enquire instead, Who is this Doug? You know, Doug, my husband. I'd forgotten she was married. I've never been introduced to the unfortunate man.